Hello, my name is Shoppa, but you can call me Cake, and welcome to the next part of the Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, where I try to get competent at the game. I have realized that last time I was referring to all the dwarves as dwarves, and not the proper community accepted way of calling them dorfs, which I will probably try to do this time. Because, well, why not try to fit in while playing the game? So with that said, let's start. And the save file. Play now. And we are in the game. The last thing I have said at the end of the last session was that I was trying to get a bookkeeper. And the one thing I have forgot that exists in the game is the mechanic of nobles. And the bookkeeper is the first and the simplest of the nobles. So, to actually be able to view our stocks, I will appoint one of our dwarves, of which we have now 14, as if we view the announcements, we have had some migrants arriving. And that was in fact 7 dwarves. Dorfs. There we go, forgot again. 7 dwarves have arrived as migrants. If we go to the Dwarf Therapist, we can in fact see that there are 14 dwarves now. Dwarves. Okay, I'll get it right at some point. And let us view their competencies. So we have quite a few miners actually, which will be helpful, as what I want to do, if we go to other skills, or roles rather, sorry, we have the Bookkeeper. And one thing that Dwarf Therapist allows you to do is view the actual percentage appropriacy of a particular dwarf for the particular role. And the one that is unfortunately the highest is in fact a miner. But since we apparently have 5 of them now, well, that won't be that much of a problem. And most of them are fairly competent anyway. While this one is only at level 3, which is competent. So that will not be that much of a loss. And a brewer, cheesemaker. Yeah, I mean, every dwarf that is assigned as a bookkeeper, once they have finished the actual bookkeeping, they can still go back to their old job once they have the time. So it's not that much of a big deal, but while they're updating the stockpiles, they have to do that. So it's better to have someone who isn't doing anything better in particular. So let us go to the nobles screen. I would like a bookkeeper. And the person we wanted for the bookkeeper was in fact Id. Let's just call them Id. Select Id. Now, the requirements... requires meager office. It's a simple 1 tile diameter area designated from a single chair. However, might as well just allow for a bigger office, because the bigger the office, the better the accuracy of the stockpile is. So let's just build them a nice 3x3 office with a chair and a table. So once we do that, we'll be able to have a bit of a more understanding of what we actually have in the stockpiles. Oh, I will need to build more rooms. So let's just drop the office right here. There we go, that's going to be the office. In the meantime, since we have so much wood, let's add a task and make a chair. Let's make a wooden door, and let's make a wooden table. So those 3 things will go into the office, and at that point we will be able to start actually seeing how much we have in our stockpiles. Afterwards, I will dig out more farms, because we have a fairly big stockpile for the purpose, because it actually would take up that much space. What we will need to is have a separate stockpile for seeds, because as I found out, the way seeds work is, right now they're in a container, which is a bag, and bags can go in barrels. The problem here is that once a container is picked up, the farmer doesn't have access to that container, and that causes issues with orders, as the farmer wants to go to the container and get the seeds, the container is unavailable, the task gets cancelled, then gets reassigned, and that can just basically cycle, and the farms can get never actually properly tiled. Therefore, it's easier to just have a separate stockpile just for seeds next to the farm, which is easy to do, and I will do it in a moment. And another point of business will be to actually make a little dining area for the dwarves, which also counts as a meeting area, because that makes them think happy thoughts. And keeping our dwarves happy is extremely important in the game, because once they start getting unhappy, they can spiral out of control, and then the whole fort absolutely goes to ruin. What I want a higher priority is digging out more bedrooms. Quickly checking, do we have more than one carpenter? We do not have more than one carpenter, so I will make doors out of stone, and we'll just wait to make the cabinets and stuff from wood. Last time we had the problem of water in the tunnel. Let's check how it will behave. Does it increase? Yeah, see, the water starts flowing in now. So what I will do is block this off, build a wall. Yeah, there is a mechanic for water here where it will behave like actual water does, where it wants to level out. So if you have any source of water that is up a level, or several levels, and you dig down from it, then if you make a hole on a lower level, it will fill up back to the same level as it was before. So you can say, so it can go up a stairwell if I remember correctly. If I'm not, then it will still fill up that level, but not go up, but I believe it actually did. The water that's past the wall already will dry out. Water does dry out in the game. What I intend to do actually, dig more stairs on the lower levels, and we will see if we get past the aquifer, because then we can just dig underneath it and drain it if we so desire, and then we can branch out from there and start looking for any sort of shallow metals, so we can start smelting, start making things. An entrance here, and dig out a small dining area. So again, let's just go, and we can have more chairs, more tables, so they can come sit down, designated as a meeting area. So let's start digging out a bigger space for the stockpile, because we will start now increasing in amount of stuff. Designate another farm plot. Now let's designate a stockpile, custom stockpile for just seeds. To check how to disallow any sort of containers, but I believe that's done after the stockpile is already established. Ah, there we go. The other thing we can do is you can actually chain stockpiles, so we can chain this stockpile and it will take from this pile. Same with this, and I guess we can change the designation of this one to take alcohol as well. Food. Yeah, let's have all of it, because that is going to be the main stockpile for all food. And then we want some of that to go to the other stockpile. So everything will go here. We can even expand it, I think. And we have this one to have barrels, but we want this one to not have any barrels or other containers. Yeah, oh yeah, so we have that it gives to stockpiles. There we go. Take from stockpile, give to stockpile. There we go. So that shows up. Can I just simply extend it? No, it seems that there is no way to do that, so I'll just need to quickly remove this one and just make a new food stockpile. There we go. It's just a shame we only have one carpenter, because then we could be churning out tables and chairs and stuff like that. But oh well, such is life. Okay, so that's done. I can just extend a new custom stockpile if I want to. Basically just everything that isn't food. Yeah, everything except for wood, stone and food. And the one thing I just realized I didn't do is put doors everywhere, so that we don't get constantly robbed. Now, We need to designate the office. Yeah, there we go. R, yes, and assign location. Oh, that's a different mechanic. Okay, never mind. I want to assign the chair to the bookkeeper. We can allocate the precision level. For that, we need to go back to the nobles screen, to our bookkeeper. Yes, let's get to 2 digits. Like, once we have more than 100 material, it's fine. I don't need to know exactly at this level of the fort. Now, another thing that's going to be pretty much immediately important is to know who has a good level of broker. So let's go back to Dwarf Therapist. Skills, which is Appraiser. That is not a lot, but at least it's a level of Appraiser. Which means that Ast will be our broker, and that is someone who deals with trading. So when we build the trading post, that will be the person who will be dealing with buying and selling stuff. Otherwise, there's nobody to talk to. I believe the expedition leader can do that, but it's still dwarf if they have an actual level in it. So let's just designate a specific dwarf for the task. Go back to the nobles. Broker. Oh, he is the expedition leader anyway. Oh yeah, let's see how... Oh, right. Again, one of those stupid mistakes. I need to build it downstairs to be able to go down. There we go. Oh, if you forget about stuff like that, nothing ever gets done. And yeah, immediately can see miners go start digging down. What was the announcement? Ah, there we go. An outpost liaison has arrived, which means that it's a caravan arriving. Yes, a caravan from Udil Sarek has arrived. A trade depot, capital D. As you can see, it needs a lot of space. I don't believe we have anything to trade with anyway right now, but it'll be fine for later. Let them start building that. Information at Civilization World Info. I haven't ever really played around with the actual civilizations stuff, because I think that wasn't even in the versions of the game I was playing before. But this mechanic where you can actually request stuff, that certainly was. It's just, again, at the moment we don't have any, well, anything to pay with, anything to sell, because we haven't made any valuables. So when the next caravan comes, we might start seeing about that, but at the moment we're just beginning. So if we have requested anything, they would have brought it next time over they come, which is 1 year. Last time I played this, like, there were no temples, there were no guilds, like, what else? There was a few things that weren't actually in the game at all. So, and plus that I just literally forgot what half the stuff did. So yeah, it's going to be a bit to just get used to the flow, like food management, stuff like that. Have to relearn how much food the dwarfs need. So yeah, then I can start thinking properly about starting to build something nice looking. And some new migrants have arrived, but that means more migrants means more beds, more rooms, and more food. Oh, so we need more farmers because he's already busy with this one plot constantly. Apparently the previous migrants that have arrived in the previous session, well, it's an administrator. So let's see quickly what an administrator does. Let's go over here. He has he's an organizer and tactician. That's nice, so we can have someone who can be a manager and or a military leader. I know more or less how managers work, but I'll need to look into that a bit more, so for now let's just have our little fort run properly first. How are the miners doing? Yeah, they mined all the way to the bottom. Is that gold? It is gold! Ooh, so let's start digging for gold. Turquoise, yeah, so gems, gold. Oh wow, okay. We're starting fairly well. And it doesn't hurt that we need stone as well, so might as well just dig out bigger patches. Yeah, more gold. I need to allow the big stockpile to actually allow silver nuggets, gold nuggets. Yeah, we don't want this or this, but we do want gold and silver. There we go. And don't need for clay just yet. I believe we have some chairs, we have some tables, so let's build a little common area. Yes, make dining room. Yeah, that's a proper size. And a meeting hall, yes, I want it to be a meeting hall. There we go. And it'll be a bit happier. It's a shame that we have lots of miners, but not a lot of farmers. So what I'm going to do is play with the jobs first. So we want farming, we have 2 farmers. Let's just add someone who doesn't have a lot to do. This one, that's a good miner though. Okay, let them dig. Yes, this farmer does stone crafting. That's probably why they're so busy with doors and stuff. Yeah, that'll be fine for now. Bookkeeper is actually doing something because we are getting some stockpile info. Yes, we had more bolts. Oh no, that would be the traders, never mind. They haven't left yet. Oh, so all the dwarves are using the little kitchen meeting area? Okay, that's nice. The water level has risen, so I probably want to drain the whole aquifer. I'll dig to the side, 1 level down, then we can get rid of that water for the side of the map. Oh, because there needs to be an upstairs. Again, one of those things where I keep forgetting that you need both of them. And at the end we'll just need to make a fortification, I believe. Designations? Yes, it was designations, and I want to carve fortification, there we go. Oh, can I not actually do it? Okay, no, I did not understand. It needs to be smoothed first. So let's smooth that stone. Oh wait, that's the that's the wrong fortification, never mind. We want to go 1 level down and smooth the stone here. Yes, there we go. I'm surprised that we haven't reached the water level yet on the level below. What's that about? Let's check. Oh no, we have, okay. Yeah, there we go, they stopped digging because there's water. There we go. So, is that a fortification now? It seems to be. Okay, basalt fortification. Okay, let's dig out the wall and see what happens. Let's carry on. Oh, that's peculiar. We can always just channel down from upstairs if that's necessary. Oh, no, wait, it's flowing. It's seeping through the walls. Okay, since that doesn't want to work, let's dig... Oh, I have channeled already, so it should be able to dig sideways. Yeah, if we just dig here, that should do it. Okay, so there's a 7 water level. Right there. And a channel that should go through. Oh! It's a channel up, not down. Up ramp. A dwarf will get a bit washed away, but they'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. The aquifer will drain eventually. Yeah, the water level here is dropping already. So we'll just avoid this bit for now and come back to it later. Oh no. Emergency, emergency. Let's designate a zone for waste. So I'll dig a pit later, but just literally for now. And that is a garbage dump. And a little stockpile for refuse. Completely forgot about that. Dwarves are not going to be happy about it. And now we have gems. So I believe we can start doing something worthwhile with them. And what I'll do now is probably try to set up some gem cutting, so next time we have some visitors we can buy something. We're at the jeweler's workshop. You can see? Yes, gem setting and gem cutting, which means we can make some jewelry. Which is quite nice. And... oh no, wait, these are our external doors. What am I doing? Because we don't have a main door, which I actually might build now. I will build some fortifications here, actually. Door. What a nice blue door. Yeah, cobaltite door. Can we make yeah, we can make wooden wheelbarrows, which will make moving stone much easier. So let's get a few of those. Ooh, I think someone is getting some kind of fey mood. And now we're getting the problem, if you haven't seen, that the planter cancels plant seeds, needs plant helmet spawn. And I believe that is the problem I was talking about earlier, where if someone's using a barrel of seeds, they will take the whole barrel, and the next person who wants the seeds from the barrel cannot access them. But that's why I specifically made this stockpile, so I'd like to... Can I force them to completely fill it up? We already have give to stockpile. Let's quickly check. want to see how many plump helmet spawns we have. 1 plump helmet spawn bag, that's why. If a dwarf eats a plump helmet, they should leave the spawn. If it's brewed, it should leave a spawn. See how's the water going? It's flowing out. Which means at some point we'll be able to start digging back in the sand, but that's not necessary for yet. Ooh, we have our first legendary item, I believe. Which is nice. A gold mug. Which is good that he at least made something, because if a dwarf cannot find the appropriate components that they're looking for, and can be literally anything, then they can go mad and you lose a dwarf. Because he's using the cup to drink from the barrel. Let's quickly check. Did he fill up the cup? No, it doesn't say whether it's actually filled with anything. Oh, that's alright. So let's cut a lot of turquoise. So just repeat. And then we can start setting them in something. And selling them the next time the caravan comes over. So I'll actually dig up all of this ground. Yeah, so it'll be a bit of an open entrance from the sides. Channel from here all the way to here. So we won't have the roots of trees and whatnot. Alright. I collapsed the area. Hopefully no one... Oh! Okay. They got knocked out, but they seem to be fine. And... he is badly injured, it seems. Miscellaneous. General. Yeah, he's now wounded. Oh wow. I mean, that happens when you don't plan this kind of thing correctly, unfortunately. Could have just started in strips. Do I have a doctor? I believe I have. And they will need to probably be placed in their own bed. But right now they're unconscious. And nobody cares. How do we get them to help them though? Pretty sure we can make splints with wood. Carpenter's workshop? Oh, splints and crutches, yeah. Make 5 of those. Made some crutches. Okay, so yeah, that didn't go very well, and he's still hurt. Where does it say whether he's unconscious or not? Because I don't believe he is unconscious, he just can't move. But nobody's coming over to help him. Oh, there we go. Nope, just gave him a bucket. And someone just took it away and he's just left there to sit. Build a room around him. I mean, I suppose I could, but the point is that if this happens somewhere else, I would like them to actually... Yeah, I mean, I probably will build a hospital, but I think I'd rather build it inside rather than around him. And have them bring it to... You know, because if some other dwarf gets injured some way away from the base, I don't want to build a hospital around every single of them. But still, they should at least help him to his own bed, if I remember correctly, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or not. But yeah, it's about the time I was finishing anyway, so I will see what's happening there, I will make a proper plan for the fort, and I will carry on next time. So I'm going to bid you a farewell. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of the day. Thank you very much.